At the bare minimum, every single new business should follow this checklist, and you should have at least these 5 things done before you can be considered an official business. So let me teach you how to turn that side hustle into a real thing, and make sure you stick around because step 5 has some specific little details that I do not want you to miss out on because it could compromise the entire business. Let's get started. First things first, let's talk about LLCs. LLC stands for Limited Liability Company, and you have to form the LLC in whatever state that you're doing business in. If you have a physical location in California, you have to form a Californian LLC. When you're forming your LLC, I highly suggest that you do it online using INC file. I use Ink file because it's a simple, fast, and easier way to file your LLC than going directly with the state. I'll leave a link below in the description. Another bonus on top of that is that INC file can also provide registered agent services, and they can give you a digital address. Those 2 things are very important if you don't want your personal home address to be publicly visible. Every company that I start gets its own address and a registered agent service from INC file, so I can remain anonymous and I can set it up and move around the country and not have to worry about it. Step number 2, let's get yourself an EIN. An EIN stands for Employer Identification Number. It's a way for you to attach a social security number to your business so that your business can build its own credit, act as its own entity, and become official. You don't want to be giving out your social security number when you're doing business with other businesses. You want to be giving out your EIN, your Employer Identification Number. I'm going to leave a link to the YouTube video that I created on this right here. EINs are free. They only take about 5 to 10 minutes to get, but it's a very important step. Let's move on to step 3, the bank account. Once you have your LLC paperwork and your EIN, you can take those 2 things and you can go open up a business bank account. I personally prefer local credit unions if that's a possibility. Definitely do local credit unions. My second choice would be Mercury.com. I'm not affiliated, I just think that they're a great free online business account. My last choice, if I had to choose one of the big banks, which I don't like by the way, is Chase. Don't ever use Wells Fargo under any circumstances. The 2 pieces of paper that your bank is going to want to see in order to open up a business bank account are your articles of organization, which is your LLC paperwork, and your EIN, your Employer Identification Number. So when you're ready to open up your business bank account, make sure you bring those 2 things. Step number 4, permits. Almost every single city has a business permitting process, and each city is a little bit different. You need to go online to your city's website and find out if they require you to have a permit for having a business in your home or within the city limits. When it comes to business permits, expect to spend anywhere from $20 to about $150 per year per business. Now let's talk about step 5. There's a few things in here that are very, very important, so I'm glad you stuck around. Step 5 is keeping good records. We have to keep our business money separate from our personal money. And we do that by collecting everything that we earn from our business in our business bank account that we opened up. Once you have enough profit left over to pay yourself, you would transfer the money from your business bank account to your personal account. Then you can spend it on personal money. What we don't want to do is spend business money on personal stuff like toothpaste and clothes. That is considered piercing the corporate veil. And if we do that, a judge or the IRS might say, no, dude, you're not respecting your business. We're not going to respect it. We want to avoid that. Last thing, operating agreements. Operating agreements are often overlooked, but they are really, really simple to put in place. An operating agreement is a simple document that talks about the rules of your LLC. What happens when someone dies? What happens when someone gets in an argument? What happens if you sell the company? What happens if you get sued or go to court? Or how is the money dispersed? And who brought in what? Who brought what to the table? That's what the operating agreement is for. If you want to bring someone else into your company, update the operating agreement. If you want to remove someone else from your company, update the operating agreement. Realistically, what's going to happen is you're going to fill out the operating agreement and you're going to put it in a Google Drive folder or a desk drawer, and you're never going to look at it again. The only time the operating agreement comes up for question is if you get sued, you die, you sell the company, or you're bringing on or adding partners. No one is going to look at it. No one's going to ask for it. No one's going to judge you on it, but you need to have it. If you don't have it done and it's needed, it's already too late, and we don't want that to happen. So what I've done is I've made the operating agreement completely free on my website. Just go to vanader.com, scroll down to the operating agreement, and when you go to the checkout, put in the coupon code, I don't want to pay you. That will allow you to download it for free. The most important thing when you're starting a business is to stay organized. If you can keep your business expenses separate from your personal expenses, and you can just stay organized and keep the two separate and respect your business will respect you back. If you like learning from me and you like my style and you want to learn more, I do run a business school. It's designed for people like you. Right now we have a promotion. If you use the coupon code New Habits, you can get $500 off. You can find everything you need at vanader.com. Keep educating, be good to future you.